What up, y'all? I had to come back and make another quick video um, because there was something on my mind after watching this older lady's YouTube video, and it really just put things in more of a perspective than what I've already initially thought. And so she, in her video, she had just retired from her job after working 31 years, and this lady is over 60 years old. And, in her video, I watched it, and, she was talking about clocking in for the last time at work, and, showed her on the road, going to work, and, showing the process of how she was going to clock in, and how when she left out of there, she's seen her coworkers that she'd been around for all these years and things like that, and leaving. And when she left, she was talking about how many times she said goodbye to those coworkers, and her pretty much saying that she can't believe that today is happening. And she was on the road and talking to the camera, and pretty much was trying to hold back tears, because she was you know she was pretty much, going to miss those folks that she worked with all those years. And, she had to cut the video, and then she had to come back on, because obviously, she didn't want nobody to see her cry. But even when she came back on, you can see that her eyes was very heavy with water, and like she wanted to let out some more tears, but she held it together and finished the video. And so she pretty much was, she gave a story on, this lady that she used to see every morning when she was going to work. She had just moved to the neighborhood, and she was talking with the lady, and the lady was, she used to see her every morning, say hello, hi to her, and was telling her, hey, welcome to the neighborhood, and if there's anything you need, if you need a sandwich, a drink, or whatever, just let me know. I'm here for you. And fast forward to the lady was working, working, and then she pretty much said to the lady, the one in the video, she pretty much told her, she was like, yay, yay. And the lady was actually, was wondering why she pretty much was saying yay. And she was like, what are you saying yay for? And she was like, oh, because I'm retiring, and I get to, I get to have this new phase of, new phase, a new chapter of life. And, she was happy for her, told her congratulations and things like that. And she kept seeing her. And then one day she didn't see her. And she was talking to a young lady that was over her house. Turned out to be her I think her stepdaughter. And she was like, oh, where's Pat? That's the lady's name. And she was like, Pat passed away. And the lady was like, wow, she passed away. And then, they got to talking, and, her telling her that she got her things in order, and, about to get ready to sell the lady's house. And what happened was, it turned out to be that the lady, Pat, ended up having cancer. And so that pretty much happened to her, and it made her go in tears even more, because she used to see her, and the lady was very, very excited, very, very excited about retiring and getting ready to enjoy the chapter of her life. And it really, really hit home with her, because the lady is over 60 years old, and she just retired after 31 years. And she was like, that she's just stepping into, the new phase of her life, after 31 years, and it feels surreal. And another thing that really, it really hit with her is that, that lady Pat passing away. And she just was, saying that, you could be here today and gone tomorrow within an instant. And so that happened. And, she showed like another little clip of the video about her, enjoying the sunset and her stepping into, the first day of retirement. And she said, I have to admit, it feels really, really weird. You know what I'm saying? And so her video ended. And so I was just curious. I went to the comments and stuff, and people was telling her congratulations at 31 years, and you finally get a chance of freedom and to start your new life. And she was making her comments, and to a lot of people, and one comment that she replied to that stood out to me, very, very, very strong to me when I looked at it. And she was like, I'm trying to quote verbatim because I remember some things after I read it, but I might be getting it wrong. But I'm gonna say what I think that she said. She said, although retirement feels surreal, it feels great. It almost feels like that you were robbed your whole life. You were robbed from doing the things that you love and the things that you want to do. And she said health, missing time with your loved ones. It's almost like they stolen that from you. And then read that one, and another comment of a guy that pretty much, he said he worked 40 years. He ended up retiring, coming out of retirement, and then ended up working another 14 years, and then retired, and then moved to the Philippines with him and his wife. And he said he misses folks in the States because he lives in the Philippines now with his wife. He said he missed going on duties, missed going on different assignments, and that he was partaking in. And now he's just enjoying, the 7 islands in the Philippines for the remaining years of his life. And so I say all that to say this, y'all. Those out there who really just put a job, as an upper echelon in your life. I mean, the story I just got to tell you about the lady and that guy in the comments. Can't you see that that's a problem? I mean, that's a big problem. I mean, the lady is over 60 years old, and she's finally able to start her life for the first time because she's committed herself and given herself so many damn years to a job that really didn't give a damn about her except for her coworkers. Let that sink in. The job didn't give a damn about her except for her coworkers. And even then, when she retired, some people at her job envied her because she was retiring, because they didn't get they're not there to retire. They still feel like they boxed into a cage, or so they think so, that they boxed into a cage. They have to still commit themselves until they get to a certain point to where they have to retire. And she had got all kind of frowns and things like that or whatever. But it lets you know that you need to start living your life now. Living your life now. You know what I'm saying? And this system is not going to tell you anything different. It's not going to tell you anything different. It's going to dictate and tell you how to live your life in every facet. And you're just bound down and just doing what you think is right. Which, in other words, you're getting your time stolen from you. Now get this. The lady in the video said that she basically put the job in front of her, in front of everybody else. She traded in all her valuable time in. She missed time out with her kids, and missed time out with her grandchildren. And during the midst of this time, she lost her daughter. She lost her daughter based on a damn job. And so now she doesn't know what to do, you know? But the first thing she said is that she's going to spend a lot of time with her family. You know, her grandkids is one of the top things that she's going to do on her list is to spend time with her grandkids. But the lady has been stripped of her identity, y'all, because she thought that committed herself to a job would give her a fulfilling life, and she missed out on a lot of things in her life because she didn't get the chance to live it, and now she started to live it with over 60 years old, like 60 plus. She's just now starting to live it, and she doesn't even know where to start. That's crazy as hell to me. I don't want that life for myself. I just don't. I don't fucking want that life for myself. I'm 43 years old. I'll be 44 in December. I'm not, no. That's not the life I want to live. You know what I'm saying? That shit is scary, man, because people are trading time, not only time, but you're trading your health in the process. You know what I'm saying? You're not even doing what you want to do. You're doing what they tell you to do. And so this lady, thankfully, that in the video she looks healthy, that she's going to be able to enjoy this chapter of her life, this portion. You know, it's this last little bit of 20 years that she's able to be here, or maybe 30 years, maybe. But it's sad, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's real sad because now she's saying that she's going to enjoy the rest of the summer this year. She's going to go to amusement parks. She's going to do all the things that she didn't get a chance to do back when she was young because she committed herself to a job. You know, it's really sickening, y'all, to be in this system that we're in. It's very, very sickening because we can't expand our minds for shit. Because we're so immersed in the fucking workforce that it takes away everything that we want and our desires, and everything we have, our future endeavors that we have that's put in perspective we want to, just taken away from us, man. You know, and if you think that you living and just setting a vacation here, a vacation there, or you go taking trips here and there is a lifestyle, then it's not a lifestyle. Because you basically work for, out of a 12-month period, you work 10 and a half months of that shit, 10 and a half to 11 months of that shit, to get a section of a 2-week vacation, a 3-week vacation. And then you're back doing it all over again. Not knowing that because you done lost yourself because you feel like, oh yeah, I gotta be there. Damn it, man, what time is it? Oh shit. Let me go do this. Oh fuck. And then you be scrambled. You be doing things that you don't normally do because your top priority is that job. And so the people that really care about you, they suffer. Even if they may not look like they're suffering. Because you got to leave them behind for however many hours you got to put in for work every single day, and you get a small window of 2 days every fucking week that you're working. Or sometimes, if just say if your work week is you work 4 days, right, to equal out 40 hours a week, you got 3 days. Okay, you got 3 days, but doing them 3 days, you're not really doing what you normally would do because you got to get sleep. You got to get caught up on your rest. And so you putting everything on the back burner because you need to reset to go do it again. Like, that is so wild to me, y'all. Like, and me, as a person, I was like that. Even the last time I just had, last year, I was getting up every morning, man. Waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Got to be working. Got to be working 6:30. But when I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I make sure I have everything laid out. Get up, wash my face, brush my teeth. And I don't even have time to even eat no meal in the morning. So I would get up, unless I'm gonna get up at 5 something in the morning. But if I do get up at 5 something in the morning, people still sleep, and I'm getting up and I'm doing shit in the morning, and then I'm just sitting there waiting to leave. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Got about 10 to 12 minutes to get to do what I need to do, because I've already showered the night before. And I leave. And I start my early morning. And I used to work 10-hour shifts. I would work from 6:30 to 4, or maybe 4:30. And I would get there every morning. I was even beating cars, you know what I'm saying? Because I had traveled on a damn scooter. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even taking a car because I didn't have one. But I was traveling on a scooter every morning, beating people in cars to work. And doing, obviously not only for myself, but I was doing it to impress the company. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't even permanent on that job. I was seasonal. I'm not seasonal. I was temporary. I was trying to work my way to becoming permanent. But I was doing all that shit and not even noticing that I was losing time. And when I got home, I was dead tired. Like, I'd get home and I would just take off my shoes and get a glass of water to drink. And if my daughter calls me, she'll call me. And I talk to her for a second, but in my eyes, I was like this, talking to my daughter, like, hey, baby, hey, how you doing? And she's like, Dad, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, baby, I'm tired. I'm so tired. And she was like, well, go to sleep, Dad. I'm like, no, I want to stay up and talk to you. But at this time, I'm already burnt out. So I'm just doing this the whole time, just keep talking to her. I'm like, okay, baby, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good day at school. Love you. Bye. It was the same repetitive pattern, man. And I'm not even knowing, because I'm ready to get there. And I don't even want to be there, right? Don't even want to be there. Just going there. Just because I needed to make a living. And it wasn't because of what I wanted to do. It was basically what I had to do to make a living. And, I had to snap out of it. And I did. Like, once I lost my job on my birthday, I snapped out of it. I snapped out of that shit. I'm like, man, fuck this. Fuck this. This ain't no fucking way to live. And when I started having that thought pattern again, because I used to have it years ago, because I used to always know that something was off. But, you know what I'm saying? But I used to do that all the time. And it just really, like, once I lost my job, it just really clicked so fucking bad. Like, for me, it clicked. And so, y'all, like, I just had to come on here to tell y'all that because it was on my mind, and because I watched the video and I felt bad for the lady, because the lady committed 31 fucking years of her life for a job. And now she's just starting to live it, and spending time with the grandkids. And then just, even with her working, like, she started to realize what she traded away. She traded away all that damn time just to have a little smidget of freedom of what she would or what she would think is freedom. A smidget. Which in turn, they sucked the life out of her ass. Got everything they needed to get out of her, and then she retires. Like, we'll tell you just, I appreciate your services. Thank you for a long 31 years of your life. Go and enjoy freedom. There's just no way to live, people. And I'm not selling you shit. Don't need to sell you shit. This is reality. A cold, hard reality. Again, you see the grays. Grays my beard, right? Got some wisdom up here. You know what I'm saying? Or what I think is wisdom. But I refuse to live my life, man. Like that. I mean, my daughter is almost 16 years old, man. Teenager, about to become an adult. And I'd be damned if I relinquish my time to not spend time with her when she needs me to be available for her. I refuse, damn it. I refuse. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it. Whenever she needs me, I want to be available when she wants to spend time with me. And that comes first and foremost to any goddamn thing, any job on this planet. My daughter is more important because she's my family. Do you hear what I'm saying? She's my family. And so if I have to just turn the cheek, the other blind eye, I mean, not other blind eye, but if I have to just turn the blind eye to everything, I will. And that would give me a rich and fulfilling feeling knowing that I can be here for my kid, because it's not about money. And again, although money is essential to have, but it's not about money, man. It's not. I'm not going to commit myself to a job and give two fucks. And I'm going to say this, right? Even a trade or a skill that you want to pick up, with that want to have as essential more than working at a job. Yeah, you have that trade to do to work, right? And you create your own hours, but in essence, you're still trading away time. And I want to be able to trade the time in the right way to doing what the hell I want to do, and I can be committed to shit. That's the way to live. That is a true peace and happiness. It's live. Go. Kids. Like I was saying, to living on my terms, doing what I want to do at my own leisure, and whatever time I want to do it, and being happy to do it. And so, and not swaying away from it either. Just doing what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. There's no way that I want to live my life under somebody else's lens. It's just not good, people. It'll fuck your health up, and it'll fuck your life up. And if you don't do nothing about it, you won't be on this planet too much longer. So with that being said, y'all, that's it. I may drop another one later on, probably, just depending on how the day's going. But, leave your thoughts and comments, man, about what I just shared with you on this video, man. I want to hear your perspective on what I just got through saying. So, with that being said, man, like, comment, and subscribe. Just smash it. Just smash it wherever you can, man. Smash it. That'll help me push my videos out to a wider audience. Get it out there in the YouTube algorithm. Let's create a community, y'all. Let's build together, man. I'm all for that. I'm all for building together, and not the way the other people. Not the way the powers that be, the people that's above us, tell us what to do, man. So no, let's build a community, y'all. I'm out.